What is going on, guys? It is Monday the 15th of May, and today's subject is something that is really hard for me to talk about. If you've been following me on Instagram, then today you know that on my story I posted a video of me talking about the fact that I've gained 5 pounds in 3 days. And while 5 pounds in 3 days wouldn't be anything significant, because most people would think it'd be like weight fluctuation and stuff, considering what I'm going through right now, that's a big deal. And if you can see from the title of this video, it's about binge eating. And in my very first video ever, I talked about the fact that I am a recovered binge eater, and I thought I was. So in this video, I want to talk about my relapse and what happened and why I think it happened, but also the mind of a binge eater and what goes on in the mind of a binge eater while they're binging. So last Wednesday, I met up with my best friend Courtney Reeves, and I confessed to her the fact that I felt like I had a really disordered view of myself, body image wise, but also nutrition wise. Like, I just was so annoyed with tracking and so annoyed with the numbers and having to hit the numbers every day. And she expressed to me that she thinks that maybe not tracking for a while is a good idea. And to me, that scared me, because like, tracking macros to me changed my life, because it gave me foundation. It gave me accountability. And to walk away from that and to just try to trust myself to eat the way that I think I should eat. Like, don't get me wrong, I know how to eat. I know how my body, the amount of calories my body needs, but for some reason it just really scared me. But I also realized that I needed to do something, because like I said, I had a really, really disordered view of myself, disordered view of just my life at that point. So that next day, that Thursday, I decided to try to eat intuitively, not track, but instead of tracking, I just wrote down everything that I was eating. And Thursday was fine. Thursday, I actually was really proud of myself. I feel like I was in the range of calories and macros that I should have been in without actually tracking. So then Friday comes around, and Friday night I went up to my parents to spend the night, and for some reason, when I got to my parents' house, that's when it started. That's when my binging started. And actually, it started at work before I left. But I don't know. I've been trying to rack my brain as to why this happened, why my disorder was triggered. And the only thing that I can think of is that because I had the accountability of those numbers with macro tracking, and because I had that foundation, when I decided not to, I think my brain switched from holding myself accountable to being like, okay, well, you don't have those numbers in your head, so you can eat whatever you want. And instead of eating whatever I want with limitations, I took that way too far, and I just started eating everything. And while binge eating normally comes with purging, I promised myself that I would never do that again, and I haven't. But when you have binge eating disorder, your mind lies to you. Like, your body's telling you to stop. Your body's like, you're full, you don't need to eat anymore. But your mind's like, no, you're not. Like, you can have some more. You can eat that cookie that you don't need. You can eat that pint of ice cream. You can, like, you're not full. You're fine. And it's really frustrating thinking that you had beaten this, and I've gone almost 2 years without binging, and then all of a sudden I have 3 days of binging, and it's like, I'm just at a place right now where I don't know what to do, and that's really hard for me to confess, especially here on camera to you guys. But I know that when I first started binging, it would have helped me so much more if I would have known that I wasn't alone. And so that's what this video is also about. Like, I want you guys to know that if you're going through binge eating disorder right now, and if you have that disordered mindset of nutrition and of yourself, and you're putting yourself down every day, you're binging and on everything, and then you wake up in the morning and you're bloated and you feel gross, and you just look in the mirror and you tell yourself lies and you hate yourself, like, I'm there. That's where I'm at right now. And I never thought that I would be back at this point. So it's really frustrating to me. It's really hard to figure out why and figure out what my next step is. But it's Monday. It's a new week. It's a new day. And this morning I woke up telling myself, like, literally as soon as my eyes opened, first thing that I told myself is, you're stupid. Like, you are so stupid for doing what you did last night. And that's not the way you start recovery. That's the complete opposite of how you start recovery. If you have a binge the night before, you wake up and you tell yourself, this is a new day. Wake up, go to the mirror, look at yourself in the mirror, and see what God sees. So that's what I'm just going to try to do. And I have Courtney praying for me, I have Craig praying for me, and it's just so hard for me to be back at this point. Like, 2 years, and I'm back at this point. I'm back at this point trying to figure out how to do it all over again. When you have the mind of a binge eater, it's usually like you wake up in the morning and you're like, okay, I'm gonna be fine today. I'm gonna eat how I'm supposed to eat. I'm gonna eat within my macros, or if you're not tracking macros, I'm gonna just eat intuitively. And you're good throughout the day, and then it comes to the nighttime, and then you start getting those cravings, and then that's when you're like, okay, I'm gonna have a little piece of something. So then you have that little piece of something, and then your mind's like, okay, now have a little piece of something else. So then you do, and then it's just, your mind kind of like blocks out the things that you've already eaten, and you're like, and then your mind kind of goes like, there's all this food, there's all this junk food in my house right now. It's like your brain's like, okay, I'm already in a binge right now. I'm already eating what I want, so I'm just gonna eat everything that I'm craving right now in huge amounts, and then tomorrow I'm gonna eat clean. Tomorrow I'm gonna start over, and I'm not gonna eat those things. So because I'm in a binge right now, your mind's like, okay, so eat as much as you can. Eat all the things that you're craving. And that's what I did last night. I don't even know how many calories I ate, but I just realized after I ate all of it, and I actually took a second to stop and realize what I had just done. I was like, why? Like, why did I eat all that? Why did I need all that food? Like, that food is gonna be there tomorrow. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. But I just want you guys to know that I'm gonna try to document my recovery. Hopefully it's one of those recoveries where it's like I can just jump right back on the horse and get back to where I was, with a healthy mindset and healthy body image. But as of right now, I'm not 100%. I just have prayed that God will help me, God will guide me, because like my friend Courtney told me, like, this is Satan in my head telling me these lies, and using my past eating disorder to grab a hold of me and use it against me. And that's not how it has to be. Like, I can beat this. I can overcome this. And I'm really sorry if this video has just been kind of like word vomit to you guys, because I don't know. Even though I've been binge free for 2 years, like, and I thought I had been recovered, binge eating stays with you. Like, it's not something you can just overcome overnight and then it never be on your mind again. Like, it's always gonna be on your mind. And for some reason, this just happened. This just triggered me. And maybe it's God trying to lead me closer to Him. Like, I don't think God made this happen, but I think that God wants me to use this time, this whatever's happening. I think He wants me to use this to not only help you guys, but to be drawn back to Him, because Lord knows that situations like this are great opportunities to rely on God. Today is day 1 of recovery. Again. And I just encourage you to, if you are going through something right now where you're just emotionally at the place where I am, like, tell me, because we can help each other. And I not only need that community right now to lift me up and to encourage me and to tell me that I can overcome this, but I'm sure that people who are already recovered could benefit from it too, just to stay in that mindset. If you're going through an eating disorder or a disordered view of yourself, see this as an opportunity to get stronger. See this as an opportunity to have a stronger relationship with food, a stronger relationship with yourself, a stronger mindset. Just please know that you're not alone through this, and I know that I'm not alone through this. I have so many people that love me and care for me that I really don't have anything to worry about. I know that I can overcome this, like today, starting today. Today, like I said, today is day 1 of recovery, and make today day 1 of recovery for you. Like, what's holding you back? And I'm gonna try to make some more structured videos on a life of a binge eater and recovery and relapses and just what happens. This video is not only for you guys, but it's also just a way to express my feelings in words out loud, because, you know, writing things down in a journal is helpful, but to actually like have to sit here and think about why this happened and to try to explain it to you guys and like I'm talking to a room full of people, it also helps. Please, 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 I know I say this in every video, but this is a video that I really could use some comments down below. Tell me where you're at. Tell me that I'm not alone and that recovery is not always going to be an uphill battle. I'm not always going to be at 100%. Like, I'm just like this. Like, I've been at probably 95% for 2 years, and then this happened, and I'm at like 5%. But I can get to that 95% again, and I know I can. And I'm gonna stay there, but it starts right now. And it starts with having a solid community telling me that I'm not alone, telling me that I've got this, that God's on my side, that they're on my side. So anyway, guys, that's where I'm at. 3 days of binging, 1 day binge free. Today is gonna be that day. This is day 5 of not tracking macros, and I'm going to continue to not track macros, because just because I'm had a binge fest does not mean that I automatically need to go back into tracking macros, because yes, while tracking macros has been a game changer for me, I stepped away from tracking macros to find a healthy balance and a healthy relationship with myself and with food outside of numbers. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm determined to do that. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my recovery, more about binge eating disorder and just disorders in general, because we're a community. We are a fitness community, and I've said in previous videos, it's so important to have a community and to have people who understand what you're going through. So let me know that you understand what I'm going through, and we can get through this together if you're at a point where I am. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, even though it was just a ramble and didn't probably make a lot of sense. Have a great day, and if this video was really sad, which it was, use it as motivation to have a great freaking day, knowing that you can conquer things. You are an overcomer. I am an overcomer. You are a badass, and you can do things. You can do this. I believe in you. God believes in you. So believe in yourself. Bye, guys.